Okay, let's go. Okay, so let me start. That was also my gen. It's the one that I played first, actually, out of all of them. So Sinnoh region is one that I am very familiar with and one that I love. And I also love chibi style, if it is not obvious by my love of this game. Just bumping it down a bit. Should you play Gen 4? I'm biased, but yes. Hey Gemini, welcome back. How are you? But yeah, I really, really love the art style of the remakes. I'm really into it. You played Gen 2, 3, 5, 6, and 7? Nice. You played a lot of them then. I honestly haven't played a lot of the new games, or a lot of the main games, sorry. So I've missed out on a lot of different, ones. It does look a lot like Link's Awakening. They're less like toys, like they're less glossy, I feel, or less plasticky looking. But they still have that like really cutesy, glossy, chibi look, you know? Like the really bright kind of vibe. And you pass from Emerald to Heart Gold, gotcha. The one thing I didn't like about Link's Awakening, I have to be honest, I think it's just the way that my eyes process stuff. But I really did not like the blur that Link's Awakening had on the edges. I found that actually extremely difficult to focus on. But I did not like the blur at all. So, yeah, I'm excited for this, and I'm also excited for the Arceus Legends one. This year is really bad for me financially, guys. Like, the Pokemon Snap, the new one looks great. The new Pokemon ones that they announced today look great. Skyward Sword, I'm totally getting. My Time at Sandrock comes out this year. I am just... I have put myself on a like game buy hiatus for a while, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. You might be forgetting, if you played Gen 7, then you must have played Sun and Moon, right? I know, that's the, well, Gemini, I already know I don't think I'll be buying One World or Pioneers of All. For some reason I saw the P and I was like, Prisoner of Azkaban. No, because Gen 8 is this gen. We laugh at it all the time, Marcus. It's such a good acronym. Because it's Gen 8 right now, I think, right? So the last gen would have been Sun and Moon. You got bored of Sun? Uh-oh. Hello, Koala. How are you? Oh, of course. I love it. But yeah, Gemini, I know One World and Pioneers of Olive Town are coming out, but I don't think I'll be able to buy them right when they come out. So I'm just gonna kind of have to wait either until like a sale or something like that, you know? You want to play Sword and Shield, but no Switch? Yeah, that's gonna be an issue for the remakes then too, I guess. That's the hard thing, right? Is there's a lot of games coming out for Switch, but one, like the games are so expensive. Some of them are like Canadian, can be close to or over $100 with tax. So $100 a game plus a console that's like $400. That's what's really hard to like buy a lot of games right now, because like $100 a game is like, that ain't cheap when you got a mortgage, babes. Sandrock will exit beta in 2022. I mean, they did say release date was early spring, so we'll see. Hi, GovGovs, how you doing? Yes, it is in closed beta for Kickstarters. You missed the 3DS price point, and you know it's gonna be a full 60 when it should be 40 USD. I know. I'm good, actually. I had a great day. I got to finish work early, kind of. Played Phasmo with my friendos. And had supper. It's been great. It's been super chill. And I normally don't stream on Fridays anymore, but because I got off early, I'm actually like feeling good. And we just had leftovers for dinner, so like I've had a super chill evening and I actually feel like I feel good. Feel good. If you play Gen 4, you will play it on the emulator of the DS. Probably a good call, yeah. Because you don't have a DS, do you, Audrey? Or, oh, you must have some DS. But maybe finding the cartridge might be a bit harder.
Huh.
'Cause I'm just seeing if you played like Black 1, Black 2, X, all that. Oh, you don't have a DS. Gotcha. Oh, you don't have consoles. You don't have any consoles? So you play on PC, right? Right, the emulators. That makes sense. And honestly, like a lot of the emulators, I've never done a DS one. But a lot of the part of the PCMR. Oh, I understand. I was like, what is this? Yeah. Honestly, a lot of the Nintendo emulators, although they're not completely legal, they actually are all right. The only one you had was stolen, and you have a Sega, like a Game Gear or whatever the others are. Game, Sega, Genesis. What a gooder. Guys, what about the ColecoVision? Okay. I did pick the right plot as well, so we are golden. Genesis, nice. All right. You have a Sega Genesis? Nice. I don't think we have a Genesis, but my dad has a Game Gear. What? You have one, Jason? Oh my gosh. This house location feels so wrong. Wait, why? All my marriage runs have this location. River is more, yeah, glitched and glitchless. But I think I'm used to it now because all my marriage runs are here. You play a lot of games on your friend's PS4, nice. Oh, your dad's old console. That's cool. Oh, you've never used Village Plot. Oh, this isn't Village Plot. This is Ocean. If you have an emptied out TV and you put a calico cat in, would it be a ColecoVision? Yes. Get the cat. It's okay, Gemini, yeah. I forget exactly what the color of the house is on Village. It might be blue, because I think they're all the varieties of the level 1 house. So this one's the wooden one. I'm pretty sure the level 1 on River is red. Marcus, you have like so many fun random gadgets. Like I think you're the person I know that has the most insane collection of random tech. Don't worry, I won't tell Sega. I might tell them. What are you gonna do? I'm kidding. I have no way of contacting them. Guys, I'm not that cool. I'm not that cool. You will spam me? Rude. Alright, here we go. I'm fairly cool. Just like medium cool. You're getting rid of a lot of gadgets. You ran out of room in your house. Oh no. I'm a 4? Wait, what scale are we talking on, Gubs? What is this out of? Wait, no, you got up to 8 though. That's the issue. I've seen you go up to 8. You might have even hit 11 at one point. Your typical number range is 4 though. Just like a musician. You forgot your new numbers? Alright, so you're back at 4. Gotcha. Beep, beep. Okay. So I am going to grab my turnip seeds here to grow those for Joe. For Jojo. Oh my gosh, Gubs. Thanks for all the bits. How many bits is that? How many bits was that? I can't see the end of it. I just see a lot of 4s. That was 100 bits? Oh my gosh, Gubs. Thanks for the 100 bits. That's really kind. That's a lot of 4s. It like literally goes off my screen of 4s. I can't see the end of it. Wait, does 4 go into 100? 25 times. Oh, Gubs! Oh my gosh. I'll have to add you to the tally. Because sometimes it just refuses to work. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to plant my turnip over here. It's Jason! Jason. We love him a lot. Like that much. Yeah, it's okay. I die on purpose. It's a very purposeful death. What I'm gonna do is I think I'll stay glitched for the rest of the game. So what I'll do is when I go out to water, I'll leave an extra spot as well. Or on day 5, I guess. I'll leave an extra spot to collect a mushroom. 1 shroom. Because we're gonna do all those shrooms with Eve. You had a rando run that was 7 minutes ahead of your PB at 40 stars today? I didn't know you randoed today. How'd it go? Based on the past tense, sounds like it might have died. Okay, I mashed out to skip the limitation note cutscene. Oh no. THI, yeah, that would do it. Brutal. Yeah, for some reason this sub tracker just sucks. It's great to display, but I do have to manually update it most of the time. It's pretty depresso. Like literally, little Mario came in, dropped a sub immediately after I'd put this up, and it didn't even get the single one that he dropped in chat. I was like, what is going on here? Yeah, I don't know why it's so bad. So I do have to manually update it. Just don't let me forget. We're at 4 now. Okay, so I am going to... I'm gonna throw all this stuff in. Yeah, this will be the way to do it. Like here. And like there. And like here. So what I'll do is I'll go find a mushroom. First thing. Hopefully I'll have one close by. They usually grow along the wood, sort of along this path here. So I'm gonna keep my eyes open for one. Wow, right here. Perf. So apparently Eve loves mushrooms, so that's great. I'm collecting one because it's probably the fastest thing to collect for her, and I'm going to glitch my turnips and my mushroom at the exact same time so that I don't have to do it twice. Because unglitching and re-glitching, like that just opens up so much room for error. So I don't want to have to deal with that. So what I'll do is now I'm going to put my watering can away because my turnip will be ready. I do have one extra space. Magical. I'm gonna do a save here because I am still testing this. Audrey, I've been playing this game long enough. I've Got all the bases covered. She says now, but she's gonna make a fatal error later. Just watch, just watch. So I am gonna try to dupe out here. If I do have to go in and reload, I will, but you know. Got it. Bam! Hello, Cowie! Thank you for the good luck. I'm trying Eve today, going off very basic knowledge. I have not, like, I literally just talked through the route a few minutes ago. So I have never tested this. I'm just going off of base knowledge. I've decided that I think you can find Eve outside in the morning, but I'm not gonna care about that because it takes a long time to gift and your character gets exhausted around 2:30 and then yawns after every single gift you give, which is a time waster. So I think I'm just gonna wait until 6 p.m. to catch her inside and then infinite gift inside the Moonlight Cafe once it opens in summer. So yeah, rather than try to gift outside, especially because I'm going to be gifting a liked gift, which is +4 instead of +5. I'm just gonna go with going into the Moonlight Cafe at 6 and having unlimited time. Okay. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna get all my gifts to Joe out now because I want to have the house built and everything done before Eve comes. So the last thing I have to do is become friends with Eve. Now, what I might do is on proposal day, I'm going to maybe spam going inside and outside of houses just to see if I can get Eve outside for the proposal. Because if I can get her outside at 10 a.m. on proposal day, that's a bonus. I'm pretty sure it's either 9 or 10. You might be able to find her in Town Square. This is not tested, so I will be figuring this out today. Yes, for those of you who don't know Cowie, she's like the coolest ever. She is also a fellow Magical Melody... What? Magical Melody Marriage runner. She's extra cool. And I'm a huge fan. Okay, I'm gonna be on gift 3, and then I'm gonna skip tomorrow because it's a Tuesday, they're not in the shop. That is so much love. Much love to you. Wow. So what I've decided for Eve is we are going to go with a liked item just because her loved items are pretty complicated. Her loved items are as follows. Strawberries, which are accessible in spring, hard to grow on ocean property because that's a lot of watering for a crop that may not work out. You may not even get the strawberries in your mystery seed pouch, so that's kind of like a risk. And for the amount of time that you lose trying to grow strawberries versus, I don't know, it just seems like too much, okay? So I wrote off strawberries. Other loved gifts include Very Berry Soda, which is very, very hard to get. The one thing you could do is gift her up to a certain point and then just dupe the item she gives you, but that is also a lot of work. And then the other loved items are like some ruby and amethyst jewelry, and also, that's hard. We don't even have the jeweler in town. So, sorry. That's impossible. Or balms. And balms you either have to buy from Lila, who is just not available right now, or you have to mix them in, I forget if it's the mixing pot or the aging pot, but both of those are extremely difficult to obtain. So we went into the liked category, since those are +4 versus +5. And we've got some easy stuff. You've got flowers, mushrooms, honey, things that are easily forageable and accessible from the start of the game. So I decided to go with mushroom because that is the thing you will find closest to this house for sure. They just grow along the path by Spring Farm. I really hope she loves mushrooms, and if she does, she's a party animal, because she sells soda like nobody's business, and we know that's not soda. And she loves mushrooms. So Eve is wild. Dicks. I thought I placed it, but it didn't place. I'll reorganize it another day, I guess. What fun! Whoopie doopies. That did exactly what I wanted it to do. Okay, let me just actually reorganize this quickly. The good news is when you wake up in the morning, it's a fast spawn. It's great. I'm gonna go buy the large bed now, and then I'm gonna sleep until spring 17, which is when the horse race takes place. Yeah, I don't know. I moved it all the way over, and then it just didn't plop it down for whatever reason, so... You know she's good at this game when. Okay. How many times do you have to gift someone to marry him or her? It depends on what item you're giving, Audrey. Loved items are +5, and the initial gift is +20, so that would affect it. The liked gift is only +15 initial, and +4 per time they put away. You are looking around the 150 range. I don't have an exact number, but it's also because I don't keep track. Especially if I'm streaming my runs, I'm not going to be counting to like 150 in the middle of a run. So admittedly, I don't count. I just check on, yeah, it's a gombo. I just check on the affection thing, the counter when I think I'm getting close. Because, yeah, keeping track manually while streaming, not fun for anybody. Especially not me. Staring at a screen and counting to over 100. Ouch. I ain't about that life. Good way to get carpal tunnel. Joke's on you, Audrey. You can't get it if you already have it. Boom! Something like that. Okay. We are headed to the town square, which is where the spring horse race takes place. We just have to go through some cutscenes. How do I do this run with carpal tunnel? Lots of pain, in fact. I wear a brace. My shoulder has never been the same since I did those 3 marriage runs in one day and didn't practice safe mashing. Gonna be honest, my shoulder's not doing great. But I've been more mindful about how I'm mashing and what hand I'm using and trying to alternate, because if I only mash with my right hand, then my whole arm just falls off and dies. Yeah, it's okay. It definitely... I'm used to it. So I'm trying not to overexert it. Yeah. Okay, so Duke on the right is the guy that runs the Moonlight Cafe where Eve works. So we have to meet him here, or else he won't open his store. So a lot of the later bachelors and bachelorettes that come in, like in summer, you have to meet here. If you do not come to the horse race, these characters will not move in summer. That includes like Ronald and Dan, who also have a shipping requirement. He does have a cute dog, yeah. Doug has a dog. And yeah, so opening up the Perch Inn, the Moonlight Cafe, and later Cafe Callaway. Because I don't think you can open Cafe Callaway without Moonlight Cafe being open. I'm pretty confident about that. Okay, so now we just pretend to leave. Because we don't care about the actual horse race itself. We're just gonna, like, peace out. I am going home. And then there's one more cutscene after this. So yeah, there is a lot of mashing. It's not as bad as the new any % glitched unrestricted. That route I actually cannot physically do. I don't know if I'll ever get a run out on that, to be honest. That is real mashing. This is chill matching. But frame perfect matching is a whole other story. All right. What do you have to do for any percent unrestricted? So basically what it is there's a new glitch that was found which involves manipulating the values that are stored in the game to trick the game into thinking you have 76 music notes. Now, unfortunately, the value associated with these 76 music notes is a certain number below the initial value the game starts at. And the way you lower the value is by duping. Perfect dupes. And what's so hard about that is usually when I dupe, I alternate A and B for my frame perfect mash to get a better chance of landing a perfect input on the frame that it needs to be on. You cannot do that in unrestricted because you have a chance of landing a double one, and you need to have your count on perfectly. You need to do we do one turnip, I believe. I think. And 36 potato seeds. So it's fun. So it is like 37 frame perfect dupes. So you have to be staring down that screen and making sure that you are landing each of those perfectly, not doubling them. You know, you say only 37, but it's a wild category, Audrey. But by what's 37? Yeah, by lowering the values by getting those perfect dupes, you get to a value where the game believes you have 76 music notes, so you can just walk into the Goddess Spring and bam, you beat the game. It's weird. It's very weird. So I'm sleeping until Summer 2. The Moonlight Cafe will open on Summer 1, but it is actually closed on the day that it is supposed to open. It's closed on Tuesdays. So we are going to sleep until Summer 2 and get that done. Then we'll meet Eve, gift her everything. And I have the bed out, my house is done, it's all good to go. So one extra sleep. The unfortunate thing about this is the beach festival is tomorrow. That looks like Ace. Might be. There is the beach festival tomorrow, I think. So going out and I'm not sure if I'm able to trigger, I don't think I can trigger the blue feather cutscene on a festival day. I'll check, because there is no cutscene. Hi, Bob. There's no cutscene that takes place on the beach festival day, so I might still test it just for kicks. So here's the Moonlight Cafe. Bam. It only opens at 6 p.m. How much of the memory can you manipulate? That's a good question for Desert if he pops in, because Desert is the one who has the memory reader for this. He's done all the memory reading for the game. I'm gonna run around because it's gonna give me the sun note too, which kind of sucks, but I do need to wait until 6 p.m. So this is definitely one of the longer waits. And I'm gonna hope I don't have to do it again, but we'll see. This is still gonna be way faster than any old route would have been on this. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. That's a question for Desert, because I don't deal with that stuff. But he is the master of all that stuff. Okay. So we do have to wait until 6 p.m., which is brutal. Hello, Caveman. How are you? Happy Friday. Good to see you. Hope you had a stellar day at the community night. We're doing a lot of waiting right now, so I'm gonna change the title to just chatting. Because we have to wait until the store opens. Which is fun. Yep, I do know about that. It's too bad. The non-ace routes were way cooler. I mean, it's kind of like this too. We've kind of said in general, the faster that these runs get, the more boring they become as well. Just because the routes that we do in this game are not... The more complicated they are, they're usually just more... They're longer. You're doing more stuff, that sort of thing. Yeah. So we just gotta wait till 6. In the meantime, Jack. Just go like this the whole time. I'm not sure if D-pad counts as stationary. I don't know what SRM stands for. I should watch Bob. I can watch Bob. What's Bob up to? Bob's chilling. He's amazing. Bob. My favorite. He's just meandering around in the fields. You ever just stand in a field and look at the cow? Yeah. Isn't that a majestic cow? I can literally take you guys on a full tour while we do this. Hello, this is the Moonlight Cafe. That's Jamie's ranch, but we don't step on that property or else a cutscene triggers. Hello, and welcome to the clinic. This is where Alex is. Over to the right, you'll see the mayor's house. Maria is also in there. So that's how you access her early. Here's Town Square, junk shop on your left. It gets bigger after a while. And then Louis shows up. This is the library where Maria is after 9 a.m. Here's one part of the beach. Here's another part of the beach. This is where Cafe Callaway will be once it opens in fall. Perch Inn is here now. Bam Bam. That also gets bigger. And we've got Spring Farm over here. Fancy, fancy. We've got my place over yonder. Another shop that will open up over here is the blacksmith, but that doesn't come until you've shipped a certain amount of money of ores. This is the wood shop. The lake is over to the left. This is where the river plot is if you build your house here. This is where Saibara's would be if he opened his clay shop. This is where the orchard would be if you actually shipped fruit trees. This is Blue Sky Ranch. And we're back! That was your fast tour of the area. And it's only almost 3 o'clock. So we are going to collect the Sun Note. The only way you would skip that is by entering and exiting a house. And honestly, there are no... Like, I could wait outside my house and go in and out, but... I don't know. Now more Bob! More Bob. Cow. I like this cow. It's a nice cow. Almost there. So I'll do all my gifting in one day just so that we don't have to do the wait again. The proposal's gonna be interesting. I'll probably spam in and out of the house to see if Eve shows up at certain hours. So I'll check at like 9 a.m., 10 a.m., see if she shows up in the town square. Because that probably will happen. I'll see if I can trigger proposal tomorrow because it's guaranteed to be sunny. If it does trigger, that's awesome. If it doesn't trigger, that's okay. We'll go out again on the 4th. So this will be a longer gifting segment because we are giving a liked gift rather than a loved gift. Which is unfortunate, but needed. There also is a cutscene that comes with this where you are introduced to the staff of Moonlight Cafe. So we will have to sit through that, but then we can get all the gifting done. Nope. Time does not pass if you are in your house. Don't worry, I've given this thought. Time does not pass inside your house. It does not pass inside any buildings. Yep. Just how it works, which is why we're doing this. If time did pass, I wouldn't be waiting until 6. I would be catching her outside and gifting her outside. Because she probably is. The thing is, because I haven't physically met her, she probably won't be. For the proposal, probably. But even if I were able to get her outside and gift to her before the cafe opened, I don't think it would be worth it. Man, I forget what this small cafe looks like. I'm so used to it being the big version. All right, here's some cutscenes. There's Eve. That's our girl. That is who we are romancing today. She likes wine. Okay, we haven't even met Terry, so that doesn't matter. Eva's gonna go be emotional in the corner for a sec. This is like a super long cutscene. And one more friendly face to meet who we have seen already, but we actually get to see more of. It's Carl! How many bachelors and bachelorettes are there? 21 officially. And how many have I already married? I have no clue. I'm probably getting close. Like, I'm probably around the 15 mark, 14, 15 maybe. But having done new route on, not a ton. I'm getting there. Okay, so now that we're in the Moonlight Cafe, we're going to go find Eve, who's at the back, and talk to her to get the daily affection. Pop her a mushroom. She likes them. Do I upload all the runs? Yep. They are all on speedrun.com, except the 2 I did last night. And they're all highlighted on Twitch. All right, now we get through the super long gifting section, which is a party and a half. Especially because Eve is really slow at putting away gifts, and we're giving her a liked gift. Also ignoring her lovely plea to only give her one gift at a time. One gift a day. You know, now that I think about it, for some reason, I have a feeling that we waited until fall to marry Carl. Do I have a Carl run on the board? I don't think I do. Cool. I honestly don't keep track. No. Probably only the 16 because 2 of the ones I did yesterday were just reroutes of runs I'd already done. All my mushrooms. I know, I found it so weird that she likes mushrooms, but I mean, bonus for me, I guess. It wasn't tested, so I was going into this really hoping she liked them after 40 minutes of gameplay. So I'm gonna gift and check her around, honestly, I'll check at 45, but she's not going to be close. I'll have to check around 50. Yeah, that's how I do routing. I'm a very on-the-fly router. I go off the knowledge I have. But a lot of it is just off the cuff. It's definitely not optimized all the time. I optimize after a bit. We get there. I do have to search. I don't know all their loved and liked gifts offhand though, Cowie. I do search that up. Because a lot of them even have liked reactions to a lot of items, even if they're not listed as liked ones. I know Desert was going through character by character to determine their affection values for every single item in game. But that is the kind of stuff that I just really don't have time to do. So that's why I do this style of go off what I have learned in general casual play and like general speedrun knowledge, and we go for it. And even if you find one loved or liked gift for a person, honestly, that's really all you need. You don't need any more knowledge than one item that they love. Once you get that done, golden. And then for people like Eve or for Anne, where their loved items are a bit riskier, we just do liked items. For Anne, one of her loved items was a rare ore, but getting a rare ore is not always easy. It can be quite tedious. So if you get it like first try perfectly, then it could be faster, but you can also grow, or I bought an egg for her. You can get an egg in literally like 20 extra seconds maybe, and then be set for the rest of the run, rather than be fighting to try to get a rare ore, and I don't know. I don't know if it balances out. Okay, yeah, I'm feeling like just going to the 50 and checking at the 50. Especially since we're doing liked gifts. It's gonna feel a bit slower than the other runs. It's also going to feel slower because we had that extra long wait for her. On the plus side, I don't know how long, you need 8 hearts, Audrey. I don't know how long, the run would have been if I had routed this with my previous route. It definitely would have been like either close or over the 2-hour mark. So I want to say that this run, regardless, would shave off at least an hour from its previous route, but I have never done the previous route because it just seemed like a slog. So now knowing that we can affection spam is golden. Oh, sorry, my nose is a bit itchy, guys. It's been like weird weather lately, so I feel like it's been really like dry. Winter always feels so dry. Okay, yeah, I'll check around the 50 mark. I think that'll be good. Maybe if I'm feeling spicy, I'll check around the 48 mark. But it won't be ready by then. Every time I think I'm getting close, I check and I've got like maybe 5 hearts if I'm lucky. Maybe. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna go straight to 50. I'm definitely not gonna be close, and even at 50, I might not even be close. So we'll go until there and check. Sometimes affection, it can run you up to like 15 minutes of gifting. Like 10, 15 minutes sometimes. I haven't timed it perfectly. But we'll go from there. Okay. Because yeah, the other gifts we could have used would be Moondrop Flower, Honey. I think Chestnut was one of them too, but those aren't available until fall, so no way. And I felt like Moondrop Flower was just a huge climb into the mountains that we didn't need to worry about. So I went with the mushroom because it's right there, so I'm glad that she likes it. I'd be a little sad if she didn't like mushrooms. Or if it was just like neutral. Because neutral might only be plus... Might be 0 or 2, I don't know. But we don't deal with that. There's one moderator that doesn't check runs and verify them? Whoa. That is not good. Did you submit a bad run by accident? And then find out later? Okay, 4 more minutes to go, and I'll check up on where she's at. Her affection gain is gonna be... You put a 40002? Oh no! Yikes. What's the record though? Because I mean, that might be one instance where if it's far enough off the record, they honestly just might not care. Gubs! Oh, I accidentally opened that. Rude. But yeah, not noticing the time is... Oh, you can't get a 4 on Emu. I see. Right. For emulator, you just can't submit. Interesting. Because it's within a certain amount of the record, right? Because they do, I think, is it like 10% of... I don't know. 339, yeah. It is 10%, yeah. I was like, I forget what their margin is for emulator, but 10% sounds right. Right, yeah. That makes sense. Okay. I'm really worried that, like, at 50 minutes, we're gonna look and she'll be at, like, 4 hearts. It's totally gonna happen, too. We'll see, we'll see. I'm crossing my fingers, but it'll be fine. Don't even say that. I know, it always happens like that, though. It always happens. You think you're far and you look and you're like halfway there and you're like, oh, ouch. Which makes sense because, like, oh my gosh, yesterday I was confused with Alex because I was looking and it was like 30-some minutes and I was like, I think I'm getting close. But there was still a lot. There was still a lot of stuff that had to be done, but... Now we know how to marry someone. Yes, you pick a mushroom. You then proceed to replicate it into the infinity realm, and then you just pull them out of your pocket and shove them in someone's face repeatedly for hours, and then they'll love you. This is a quick PSA. Do not overgift someone to try to get them to like you. If they say they don't want something, don't give it to them. Thank you for coming to my PSA. Now you've been informed. Yeah, we'll check in 30 seconds. Remember to quickly break into their house first. Oh my gosh, Cowie, someone brought up the other day, was it Kappa? Someone brought up that one stream I did where I tried to break into Anne's house by clipping through it with a rock. Obviously that didn't work. But they brought that up and I was very, very excited that someone remembered that. All right, last mushroom and then I'll check. Ah! Sorry, microphone. It's exactly as I predicted. Complete travesty. Okay. I know, that'll show me. Okay, we'll check in another long while. That's always how it goes. That's always how it goes. Cause like I really, honestly, it's not that far off of Loved Gift in terms of like how much less it is. So Liked Gift is not really the issue. But I also don't want to try to grow a frickin' strawberry. Like, anyone who knows this game knows that strawberries are a toss-up at best. And then also having to water an entire section in the hopes of maybe getting a strawberry. I don't think I can do that. We'll see. It makes sense that this is a longer one anyways, though, because, like, time-wise, we'd be long done gifting. It's a huge time loss. Exactly. That's just it, right? Is you can try a mystery bag and hope to get one, but then that means you're also watering like 9 plants, or I guess 8 plants a day. You'd have to do it on the river plot because Ocean doesn't have enough fertile soil. It did say just straight up strawberry though, so you may be able to grow it on less fertile soil. But still, like to clear all that land, till it, water it every day, hope for a strawberry. I don't know. And the fact that it's only 1 affection point less, in the grand scheme of things, I think it's just faster to pick up a mushroom and that's it, you know? That's kind of what I'm going for. This is one of the bachelorettes that I'm going to do once and I'm going to be happy with it. Legit. Even if someone does it and does better, I'm gonna be so happy for them, and that's that. How many affection points is a heart? Good question. I don't know. Desert knows. I don't remember off the top of my head. Too many numbers. I think it's 200. Is it 200 for 8? No. Might be 400. I think it's 400 for 8. Yeah, I think it's 400 for 8. I know Desert broke down all the numbers in the Discord, but I don't remember. It's honestly one of those things that, like, legit to run this, like, knowing the knowledge is cool and you can kind of flex with it. It's not Desert Penguin 1, it's Desert Penguin 8. And I don't think he's here. He's probably sleeping. Close. Yeah, it's in the Discord somewhere. It's one of those things that, like, it's cool to know, and like I said, you can kind of, like, flex with all that magical melody knowledge. But honestly, for this run, mainly because we're also, like, you don't need to calculate in your head. You really don't. Like, if you want to be perfect, you can. But especially for runs like these, the better strat is to know on your timer how long it would be. The best strat would to time when you started gifting, when it ended, how many minutes that was, and then on later runs, just gift that same amount of time, and then only check that, like, maybe 1 or 2 times, rather than check, like, you know, 4 times. That's kind of been confirmed, I think, by all the other runners. Timer strats is where it's at. Counting individual gifts, not entertaining for anybody. Especially when you're getting into the mid-hundreds. I am not about that. But yeah, I think 400 sounds right, maybe. I don't know. It's one of the hundreds. You'd have a problem there? Yes, you would. The thing is, Audrey, though, that's not something you would, like, that's not something I would do before a run. The faster way to do that, honestly, besides the math would legit be, I would watch my VOD, see when I started, see when I ended, minor subtraction, and call it a day. I also don't like math, so I just don't care. I ain't doing those multiplications. I mean, I'm pretty sure there was someone like during the marathon or whatever that was like, it takes this many seconds to give one gift and this much affection. Therefore, with this many seconds, and I was just like, Lord help. That's not my math. I appreciate that people have a passion for it. Yeah, I left math in high school. I didn't even have to do... I didn't even have to do any math in university. I had to do, like... I didn't do any math classes, but I did physics and any math that came with my biochem classes. So there was math. Oh, I did statistics, too. I had to do biostatistics. So I did some math, but I never had to do calculus, which makes me very happy. Because I would have failed calculus for sure. What would be nice, you know what's missing in this game that actually would be really helpful, which obviously is not in the game, so we don't count on it. Is in a lot of other Harvest Moon games, you have heart levels that appear next to the character's sprite when you're talking to them. So you have like their portrait, their text, and a heart level next to their portrait, typically. You know when you're at the right heart level when you're at like the red heart, typically. In this game, there is no heart level that you can track besides in the menu. I'll check at 58 and see what we're looking at. And then that'll help me know sort of how much more to do. Because then we'll have been going for about 8 minutes. And I had 4 hearts left to go, but I was probably a little bit through. Like, I may have been very, very close to 5 hearts. Okay, that's 6. So we've only gone on, like, 2 hearts in 8 minutes. So we'll go for, like, another 4 minutes-ish. And then we'll be close. For now, just stare at Jack's hat and wonder why the brim looks like a duck bill and then the slightly less yellow part on the back kind of looks like eyes. If you just added little black pupils, it'd look like a little duck. A very cute little duck. Enjoy. Get closer. Also, like, what is this room setup? Eve has her vanity right attached to the corner of her bed, which means that you literally cannot walk past it. You'd have to climb over the front board of the bed, onto the bed, and roll off of it if you want to access the diary or anything, you know? Like, you can't just, like... Her decorating skills are lacking something. Okay. Bum, 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 bum. I'm curious for people like Bob and Blue. I'm curious to see how much time will shave off for them. Hello. What's up? Uh-oh.
It's alright, I just need the last.
Shortless! Shortless! Gonna get me banned for nips!
Show my nips, don't worry.
Don't show nips on stream. No, Gubs! Gubs is calling you hot. Bob marriage. I'd love to do Bob marriage. Report it to Twitch admin. Incoming ban. I mean, if that happens, you'll just never see shirtless husband on stream again, so I guess rip you. Yep, he's doing something now. Probably working on homework. He has a lot of homework. I'll have you know my dad is Mr. Twitch. Oh my gosh. Mr. Twitch. From Ellen? Twitch from So You Think You Can Dance Season 4? Twitch of Twitch and Allison? I don't want to go over, so let me just check. Okay. Michael Soft from Windows? Oh my gosh, it's so bad. Yep, that's the one. For some reason, that just got me thinking about how Little Mac is a character in Smash, but Big Mac is a Borgor. Why that's on my brain now, I don't know. But just thought you guys should know that I just compared Little Mac and Big Mac in my head. What if Little Mac eats a Big Mac? Hmm. So many questions. Media Mac. Probably. Bam! Killing it. I'm gonna go outside today. It is Beach Festival. Wait, I need to say first. I don't know if you can trigger the proposal or like the climb. You know what? I'm not even going to actually, because I can't gift it to her today. And I want to gift it to her on a day when I can see her. So I'm actually gonna end the glitch and I'm going to just do it tomorrow. Because the climb doesn't really matter today. Because then I'm gonna run down and then I'm gonna try to go in and out of my house to see if I can trigger her in the square. Because she sometimes appears in the square or around town at different times of day. So I'll see if I can get her out there at like 9, 10. I'll check like every hour just out of curiosity. Okay. Depending on if I can get her outside, that'll really like determine how fast the rest is gonna be. All right, get ready for rock climbing, baby. Your dad is Amazon. Oh my gosh, caveman. When is all notes? Good question, Audrey. We might do another race in the spring. We will see. I've already attempted it once. It is brutal. It is absolutely brutal. Careful saying that while Cowie's around. She'll run and hide. We don't remind Cowie of all notes. Yeah, there was like a very brief chat of maybe doing another race sometime in April. Maybe. I know. Well, Desert has, I think. Desert has done more work on it. No. Oh, shoot. That was a mistake. That's okay. I thought it was an updraft. I wasn't paying close. Oh, that's an updraft, though. Oh, rip. Oh, my gosh. It was just the piece of my hair that was in the way. That's fine. Oh, shoot, dude. That was impossible to dodge. I know. This minigame is quite bad. It's just frustrating. I'm just gonna be careful, because of that. No! Oh my gosh! Wind! Why? Oh, it's gonna kill me, dude. It's gonna kill me. Ugh! Like, that wind came out of nowhere. I didn't know what direction it was heading. Just gonna wait it out. This minigame is brutal. Oh, not at all. I do not expect people to interact every second. It's totally fine. I know, bad rock climb. Very sad days. But the updraft here is gonna help me a wee bit. There you go. Buh. Disgust. Okay. Not my best, but it's okay. Will I try blue with the new route? Yeah, I'm gonna be trying all of them. Time save for people like Bob and Blue. I don't know how significant it will be. I'm still gonna test it. Because I mean, we shaved a ton of time off Joe with it. Like, we shaved a couple minutes. So it won't be as significant as the longer ones with waits, like, typically to see them. Like, Anne, we shaved half the time off of. I think it, like, we ended on, like, a 47 or something. Or a 40, I don't know. Whatever Anne was, we shaved 47 minutes off of the previous time. But people like Joe and Kurt that are more easy, like, are easier to get to from the start of the day, those are only like 5 minutes of time save, basically. But yeah, I'm gonna do all of them for sure, because I want to get the leaderboards updated appropriately. Because right now there's some times on the leaderboard that are on the old routes, so they're not super indicative of like the new routing. And just in case people do want to learn, like, a lot of people, when they're learning a speed game, will go to speedrun.com and look up the route based off of videos that were posted. And I would hate for someone to go look up a route off of an old set of notes and then still do great, but be on the wrong route. So I do want to get these all updated properly. This cayenne pepper is in my way. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna see if I can get Eve outside. I don't 100% know her schedule because she is a bit temperamental with where she's at. But I'm gonna go back to my house. Because that's like, I could even do Spring Farm. I'll do Spring Farm because it's a bit closer to Town Square. I'm not gonna do any others though because I haven't been in them yet. So I'd have to go through like your first cutscene. So I'll go to Spring Farm, enter, and then I'll exit. And then every hour I'll check to see. You need to update Lila and Alex in the paste bin, and you need to finish routing Dan. Nice, awesome. Yeah, I need to do Dan still too. So I did Alex. I haven't done Lila yet. She's another one I'll have to do. Today I want to do either Blue or Bob or both. We'll see how I'm feeling. Because I want to do those because they're faster. So, and I don't want to take too long tonight. But yeah, I do need to finish all of them. See, I'm gonna run around just until 9. I'll go into Spring Farm. I'll come out. I'll see if she has spawned outside. If she has, great. If she hasn't, then we try again at the top of the hour at 10 and check again and repeat. You know, wait a minute. Oh, this is risky though. I'm gonna check at 9. I think Eve can be found at Sunny Lake. The reason being her grandfather is there. Terry is there. We'd have to do his cutscene, but there is a chance that we could get that. I'll see. I'll see if she's in town square. Just Nina's big face. Okay, she's not. I'm gonna check. Because I think we can actually get her early at Sunny Lake. We do have to go through Terry's cutscene. It's worth it. Lila could be under an hour. Yeah, potentially. The only thing that makes Lila a bit longer is the 30 moondrops is not fast. But it can be done. And then also the wait until 9 a.m. to see her. Also for Lila, did we ever determine, I think we have to go to the Flower Festival to unlock her, right? That's one thing we need to test again, is just concrete knowledge. I forget if we have to do Flower Festival to unlock her or not. Because the 30 moondrops, definitely. It does need Flower Festival? Okay, cool. Okay, she's not here. I'll check at 10. And then if I go back and forth from here, this will be good. It's hard to tell if she's out. That's Nina and the mayor. I know, I wish too. That'd be so good. It's Jamie and Nina. I have a feeling, she comes out early though. The only downside of this is I'm losing time every time I go through the loading zone just because of the time buffer. But we're waiting until 6 p.m. regardless, so if I can catch her outside at a certain time, 1, we know it for future routes, and 2, we don't have to wait until 6 p.m. And that, my friends, is golden. Okay, no one there at 11. There's a chance maybe she's there on days off. In which case, sleeping until a Tuesday might be the strat. Issue being with this Tuesday, there's a festival on the Tuesday, I believe. I forget. No, it might be on the Monday. Might be on the Monday. Bam! There she is. Exactly as I predicted. Noon. Bam! Oh, I totally didn't get my blue feather one. Okay. That is the intel we were looking for. Ka-ching! Didn't have to wait until 6 p.m. First try! Yeah, something like that. I was sure it was like 10, but I guess not. Guess it's noon. Once again, since she is one of the characters that comes in later and just doesn't appear in any other any percent category, my knowledge of where she is and what she's doing is severely lacking. I love Eve's wedding dress. This color is just spectacular. It's like periwinkle. Awesome. Cute. And that's a wedding for you. I also like how her earrings and her little flower matches too. Because she had that little flower like on her like on the front of her shirt. And now there's one in her hair, and it's extra cute. Matching that flower aesthetic. Awesome. Good first Eve run. And bam! 115.10. Perfect. I like it.